Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, back and doing a best of one Kamigawa Neon Dynasty draft. Good options here. We're not going to take the rare just because this card's weird. It's a weird card. Suppose you can win with it if you have enough mana, but I'd rather have Life of Toshiro Umezawa, which is cheap and can be really brutal against some decks. Other options, I like Thirst for Knowledge, especially in artifact heavy decks. I like Flame Discharge, good removal, especially when you can just play it as like a shock for 1 mana. It's nice. Koi, good. Flyer, I like the Samurai, well and good enough. I've seen You Are Already Dead pop up a few times, but haven't done it myself. But yeah, I feel good about this pick. It's just a very strong card. A lot of good versatile effects on it. Follow-up pick. Well, there's Kami of Terrible Secrets and Undercity Scrounger in black. I probably want this Generous Visitor. I love this card. I think it's tremendously strong. It's also very cheap. It's a must-answer card. It is a build-around, but I've just found it to be very effective. I like the Mechanaut too. Great card as well. Repel the Vials playable. I like Kumano, faces Kakazan. I think that card is strong. I like the Kunai. Won a lot of games with that. But yeah, it feels like Generous Visitor. Ooh, well, Goshen Tai is a good follow-up, but so is Capitec Record. This card's incredibly strong. They're both really good. I mean, technically Goshen Tai probably better with the Visitor because it's an enchantment, but this just actually blows things up. And it has that just card is just incredible. This pack also has Selfless Samurai in it, which is very good. Beetle is certainly playable. Best in Ninjas, presumably. Some relevant fixing. Preserver, which is good. Modern Age, which is good. A lot of goodies in here. I'm going to go with the Record, though, even over the Awesome Shrine, just because this card is so strong. All right. Pick now. Well, we have Azusa's Mini Journeys, which is another 2-drop enchantment creature. Good follow-up for Visitor. White Shrine to go for the Shrine deck again, but Preserver is pretty excellent too. Comes down, buffs something, works with Visitor, can be a combat trick. I think I like the Preserver more than the Azusa's Mini Journeys. The ability on the Monk is kind of interesting. The untap up to 3 lands you control when it's blocked. It's strange, and it's cheap. I mean, you can never have enough 2-drops, especially ones that give you value with Visitor. And it can technically ramp you and gains you life. I mean, all the abilities are a good package, I feel like, but I'd still probably rather just have a Preserver for the fact that it's very dynamic and just strong card. So options here. Could take the Emergence. Technically has Visitor value. Probably just want the Season of Renewal. We want to play an enchantment-based deck anyway. It's a good chance to just pick it up. Keeps us on color with our good green cards we already have. A good way to get Visitor back and continuing to go off with future enchantments. Completion is good in here. Reality Heist haven't played with much or against very much. Backwater, technically, potentially on color fixing. But Season of Renewal, like I said, is just a good opportunity to pick it up. I like Malfunction more out of sideboard. I think it wrecks in certain games, but that's okay. All right, could take the Unforgiving one here. We do have modified creatures as well. I kind of like how it looks here. We have a Record that's modified, a Preserver that's modified, and this that does modifying. So, and potentially one modified creature you can get the Visitor back. Kind of seems like a good pickup here, and I'm not really giving up much of anything for it. Maybe a Kami of Restless Shadows, which is probably worse. Let's just take it. So we could take the Rebuke here. Ishin, which is more of a Samurai card. Haven't seen it come up before. Coiling Stalker, not a card I love, but does more modifying for Unforgiving one. That's not bad. I think it makes sense to take Rebuke here. Get removal since we don't have any and we do have a Death Toucher. I guess Life of Toshiro Umezawa is in fact removal, so it's not necessarily true that we have no removal, but still a little removal light. Okay, Here we have some options. Could take the Cuff. It gives you access to blocking flyers. Could take the Stalker too, which I guess technically kind of goes nicely with Wrecker since you can reset it. It also works well with Unforgiving One, but whatever. I'll take it. I'm giving up Cuff here. Cuff might actually be possibly better. I guess I'll take another Stalker. All right. Got all the green ninjas, huh? I mean, Stalker's not bad. It's just not incredible either. So Skyscraper might actually just make sense in here. It's also Kami of Terrible Secrets. We don't have any artifacts. But yeah, I would say Skyscraper kind of makes sense in here since we're like all modify. Well, I guess I could take the Kami. I might just take Jungle Hollow. Kind of opens me up for splashing, and in case I don't end up black, and maybe you want to splash something in black. It seems okay to me. Heir of the Ancient Fang actually kind of makes sense in here too, but I'm okay taking Jungle Hollow. All right, same argument as before. I think we'll just take the Thornwood Falls for fixing opportunities, splashing opportunities, giving up a Jukai trainee for it, which is actually a fine card, but we're not lacking in the early department. And I mean, we definitely look like more of a modify deck than a enchantment based deck now, but it's early. So don't really need any of these. Guess we'll take on a Mnemonic Sphere. Kaito's Pursuit. That's more of a sideboard card, and even in sideboard I probably wouldn't play it that often. Another Uprising. Well, that's strange. So we could take Assassin's Ink. We could take the Life of Toshiro Umezawa. Both are great. Ink presumably deals with more things. Life of Toshiro Umezawa might actually make more sense because we have the Visitor. And it's just a great card. I mean, if you ever kill an X1 with this, you're feeling so good. The versatility on it is fantastic. It's just Ink is going to deal with more things. I could see still taking this, to be honest. I think I'm going to go with this. This is pretty speculative. Probably get the Emergence back. Probably not the Tanuki. There's no way we're getting Ink or Life of Toshiro Umezawa back, so I might as well take one. Here I'll take the Embrace. Works with the Visitor. Is hard removal. Modifies. A lot of good synergies here. Reckoner Raid would be nice too. I like the card. Hoverbike is fine. Malfunction more of a sideboard card, I think. Again, depends. I guess if your deck has a lot of X3s, then Malfunction's great. So get another opportunity to take Ink. I think we won't pass it up this time. I'll take it. So I feel a little bit better about taking this. I mean, I guess I could have 2 Inks, but I'm never unhappy with this card. It's always doing something. Whether it's buffing to allow for an attack, killing something, or gaining life, you're pretty happy. What's funny is the least exciting part about this card is a 2/3 Samurai that can help you cast your instants and sorceries, which is still pretty good, by the way. So could take the Kunai, otherwise an Infiltrator. Could take another Unforgiving One. Honestly, Unforgiving One number 2 still kind of makes sense. We have so many ways to modify, and with 2 modified creatures, I mean, you just get it back. It's kind of interesting. It's an interesting build around, and I feel like our deck is just well suited to be a modified deck with the Skyscraper and 2 Unforgiving Ones. So I'm going to take it over the Kunai here. I mean, granted, we only have 4 enchantments, which makes Visitor worse, but I guess one nice thing about Visitor, regardless of how many enchantments you're running, it's usually a pretty highly sought after target. I guess I'll go Unforgiving one number 3. It's maybe a little bit weird, but they kind of work well together. There's also an Apprentice and an Archer in here, and I am a big Archer fan, especially when we have Visitor, but no, let's go for the weird Unforgiving 1 Modify deck. I think it's just interesting enough where we want to pursue it. So, Favored Jukai, totally fine. Shrine Steward in here can find Embrace. And that's it right now. And Torment is playable. It's an enchantment that can get by blockers. That's actually pretty relevant in here with Stalker too. And it can kill X1s randomly. Maybe we do the Torment. I mean, we're a little removal light. It doesn't modify, but it helps with Visitor and it can get by blockers. I do think that's pretty good. Yeah, I'll take the Torment. And wow, well, 4 Unforgiving ones, huh? Guess I'm okay with it. 2 Stalkers, Visitor, Embrace, Preserver. So, Lethal Exploit, fitting right into our modified creature deck. So here I'm going to take the Emergence because, I mean, it kind of does. Let me read Modify again. I want to make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah, so it modifies a land, which is a creature. It's an enchantment for Visitor. Kind of does everything. So Malfunction technically is pretty good in here. We have a lot of X3s. I could take the Kami, which would let us like recast Twisted Embrace. That actually is pretty significant. Or return Clawing Torment to get by a different blocker later. All right, I guess I'll take it over Malfunction. Getting back Twisted Embrace is huge. I don't need any of these. Clearly red is open. So I'll take another one of these. Probably won't need it. Terrarium is actually, I guess, fine. It modifies technically and can find whatever land you need. Well, Biting Palm Ninja is good, and yet another modified creature because it comes in with a menace counter. That's pretty nice. Taking over Cultivation and Bike. And honestly, if it weren't for Biting Palm Ninja, we'd probably end up taking Cultivation just because it can modify and it can technically ramp. And it's an enchantment. But easy Biting Palm Ninja, great card. A lot of ninjas in here, surprisingly. So, currently no need to splash blue. Ooh, Prancer's a really fantastic card. Great pickup here. We've seen a lot of Dragon Spark reactors. Yeah, I love Prancer. Honestly, Heir of Ancient Fang could make it in here. I'd be really surprised if we had space for it, but it's just funny that it's an actual card that would work in here. We only have 6 enchantments, so Generous Visitor's not looking as good as it usually does. Ooh, Hidetsugu is fantastic. I mean, there's also Twisted Embrace in here. But this can sack, I mean, it can just sack things in Scry too. Or Scry 2 literally and figuratively. Scry as well. Good cards for us otherwise, though. Embrace number 2. Really nice removal. But I think I went Hidetsugu. We don't... Well, we have Terrarium to... So we technically could get red. I mean, this card is so much stronger when you can use that second ability. So... Baron's no need for the white mana. Tanuki can fix for red as well, and it's an enchantment, and it's a finisher. Probably take that. Could take the Grafted Growth as well. Another enchantment, but I like taking Tanuki here. I think it's a great card. So can take the Grafted Growth. I'm okay with it. Otherwise, maybe Splash Discharge if you're already splashing red. I like that this modifies as well and ramps towards... I'd like to make Walking Skyscraper work in here. All right. I guess Roaring Earth fits right into what we're trying to do. I was going to say we're not doing much early, but that's not true. We have, you know, Visitor, these, the Stalkers, the Wrecker. I think we're okay. Roadside Reliquary. Well, we have 2 artifacts. Well, Swiftwater Cliffs doesn't fix for us. You know what? I think we take Malfunction here. There's just so many things it doesn't kill in our deck that I think it's pretty good. Oh, cool. Goshen Tie. Well, great pickup for us. Another cheap creature. That's an enchantment. That modifies. I suppose we can take the Cultivation. I don't really like Debt to the Kami anyway. I don't know if Cultivation's going to make the deck. I mean, I guess we have plenty to ramp into. And it can double as an aura. Guess we'll take the air. I mean, there's no way I have space for this, but if you were ever going to play an Heir of the Ancient Fang deck, this is probably it. Well, I mean, the good news is we have a fantastic deck. There's a lot of synergistically cool, good things here. We have a lot of cuts to make. Scrounger is fine. It's another way to potentially fix for red. It's really not what we want to do so much. And we could get ninjas and rogues back because we do have 4 ninjas and I guess no rogues. I don't know if either one's going to make the deck. I don't think either one will. I don't think we have space for that. We have to find quite a few cuts here. So, I'm okay with 17 lands, I believe. We can cut. We have double green and double black. That complicates things. We'll have to... We want to fit in the 1 red mana. For now, I think I'll cut a black because I think there's some things we're going to end up cutting. But I do want to add the 1 red mana. I don't think we need... Honestly, maybe we don't necessarily have to do the red mana either. Although with Tanuki, because we don't have to run the terrarium. It's fine. It modifies. We've got enough ways to modify. I don't think we need it. I don't think we need Heir of the Ancient Fang either. So we have at least 18 creatures. It's really more like 20. We can cut quite a few creatures. Like Scrounger doesn't need to be in here. I think Heir of the Ancient Fang can probably go, despite, like I said, being synergistically good here. Kami looks good in here. Bounce Torment, bounce Life of Toshiro Umezawa. Guess bounce Roaring Earth to eventually, if you want a fatty instead. Probably cut the return to actions. I might cut Cultivation. I kind of want to keep Grafted Growth, just because it modifies, it can fix for red, and it ramps. Which one's better? I guess Growth makes more sense in this deck because of Hidetsuku. So, okay, they both modify too. Yeah. So I have to make 5 more cuts. And we have 18 creatures. Basically, am I just playing Stalkers in here because they modify? I mean, it's a good reason with 4 Unforgiving ones. And the Skyscraper too. Like, yeah. I do really like that Malfunction doesn't kill too much in this deck. Basically kills 2 Stalkers and a Generous Visitor, and that's like it. I mean, that's maybe not even Goshen Tai, the Boundless Figure. Wow. Could cut the Torment. We have 10 enchantments. What's our removal without Torment? Exploit, this, Rebuke, Malfunction, Embrace, Ink. I think we're good without Torment, despite the fact that it is an enchantment, which is nice. Geez, maybe we don't play 4 Unforgiving ones. Maybe that's excessive, but it's really good in here. The Roaring Earth, too. Season of Renewal looks usually pretty exceptional. So I don't feel comfortable cutting that. I possibly cut the Coiling Stalkers, but man, that's tough. I mean, I guess the problem with Stalker is it's not like you really want to ninjutsu it in. You don't want to really ninjutsu it in and bounce something that's already modified, but it can go off with Wrecker sometimes. We have a lot of 4-drops, but if I were to cut any of them, it would either be the Emergence or the Kami. Kami can gives us access to Embrace these 2, Roaring Earth. Again, I guess Grafted Growth, maybe. Not maybe, just more unexcitingly. But Emergence works with Visitor and gives us a modified Hasty Beater. So it's making it slightly more desirable to me than Kami. They're both great. I'd like to run both. I don't want my curve to be too poor, though, either. I probably should cut a 4-drop, I feel like, though, with 6 4-drops. I mean, it's not too bad. Keeping the low... I feel like keeping the lower creatures is also smart because then we can actually, utilize Unforgiving one. We're going to need 2 modified creatures to expect to get anything back. Having 4 modified creatures to bring back a 4-drop seems highly unlikely. This is tough. Another issue is, because this isn't a creature card, so I think a big issue is we actually don't have that much we can bring back with Unforgiving one, realistically. We can get back another Unforgiving one if we have 3 modified creatures. Honestly, 4 Unforgiving ones is probably very excessive. I wonder if it makes more sense to go 2 Unforgiving ones. Maybe cut Kami versus Emergence. I still kind of feel like Emergence, but just for Visitor Synergy too. And then maybe we cut 1 Stalker. So that way, curve still looks pretty good. What's our 1 artifact again? Oh, the Skyscraper. Okay. Well, I guess I'm all right with this. It's a bit odd, but all in all, it looks pretty good. I guess we have 3 double black and we only have 2 double green, so maybe it does. Although we do have slightly more green. And we need green to fix 4 black. So maybe doing the extra green is okay. Even though we technically have more double black. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess this is it. Still have more than enough creatures, right? 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So we have enough creatures. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess this is it. We'll run it like this. We'll see around 1. Okay. This is a good hand. Can't quite kill that. Well, I suppose I can next turn. Yeah. Alright. So, we'll do this and gain 2 life. Sure. All right. Let's play the Preserver here. And I guess I'd rather have a 4/4 than a 3/4. Oh, good. I hope it's them. Oh, good. I saw them highlight something, so that's usually a good sign. All right. Well, to be honest, it's really not that bad of an opportunity to Twisted Embrace their chef, because then they won't be able to... If I don't deal with the chef now... I mean... They can play something bigger, but I feel like this is better. I could totally be wrong. It's just they won't get a chance to draw cards from the chef, which I think is important. We are just like a mana away from Skyscraper, especially if you include the grafted growth. There's our red mana, huh? Well, I can do Malfunction. I think I will. Well, I don't like how they do the land auras. Guess I could have gotten more damage in. Oh, that's nice. So 2, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I want to tap, because it's 2, so I can make a 5/5 attacker here. So we'll go green, green, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I don't want to do it like that. We want to do it on a swamp. So 1, 2, 1. I've screwed this up before, so I'd prefer to not do that again if possible. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we do it for 5. X should be 5. And we do it on this land. All right, I guess we can turn full control off there. 1 life. Oh, whoops. All right. I didn't have to do that, but might as well. Best practice, I guess. Whatever. We'll see you for the next one. I think this hand is okay. We're on the draw. We don't have our green mana, but kind of still okay with this hand just because we have a couple removal spells. Yeah, we got the green mana. That's nice. I mean, I don't really want to do that right now. I mean, I want a 2/3 at some point, I guess, but I suppose it helps. I suppose it helps cast whatever, but now I can use it to kill that X1. That's kind of nice. Sure. So I can exploit that. Guess we can play our whatever land there. I'm just going to do this and take care of their X1 now. They have white. All right, so they're just really 2 color here. Sure. So I guess I might as well gain life because I can't kill that. And then we can do Ninja versus Unforgiving one. I mean, Ninja looks pretty good here because we're going to get to look at their hand. I think that makes the most sense. So actually what I'm going to do here... Oh, they're attacking. Huh. That's surprising. So I have a Menace. I wonder if they have... they must have Rebuke. But we'll get in with the Ninja here, pretty obviously. Take a look at that hand. So... just get to exile it? Man, that's awesome. I guess we'll just take care of Oath then. And we can go land and do... I mean, I guess we do Unforgiving one. Okay. Continuing to go all in. So, I mean, I have some options here, but I think the best is probably, well, geez, doing Twisted Embrace here is pretty good because we can do it on Unforgiving one. Yeah, I think we do this. So we just take care of Preserver now, which is fine. We can get in with all three. They could double block the memory, and then I'd kill the companion. This block kind of makes the most sense to me, though. But their companion being a 2/2, like, isn't that relevant. I guess we're not gonna block. Hit Itsuku, and we have the mana for it. It's cool. Well, let's get in for 5 here. And I guess we just play a big fat fatty. Guess I sandbag land. I don't know. It seems unlikely they'd be able to get rid of that land out of my hand, but alright, we'll see you for the next one. No green mana, but I'm gonna keep this. Alright, well, seems fine. So they named Blue, okay. Alright, Wrecker's a great draw there. Can potentially even get it back with Unforgiving one at some point. Because I have 2 modify things here, and it's only a 2 mana thing, so it's kind of cool. So they could triple block the Wrecker here, so I don't want to get in yet. I guess we'll just do Unforgiving one for now, and then pass. They're playing just 2 color from what I see, so what can they do with them? So they can make that a 4/4, okay. So I can Twisted Embrace that, which is good, because personally, I think that's the best way to do it. I probably want to Twisted Embrace the Unforgiving one, though. But then they can triple block it, potentially kill it. But then the Wrecker would get in. I don't know, does that matter? Well, let's... I can only kill 2 things if I do that. I'm trying to think what I like the most. We're definitely doing Embrace. I just need to think which creature makes the most sense for Embrace. I think I'm actually going to Twisted Embrace the Unforgiving one. Kill the flyer. So I can attack Tezzeret. Because, well, they'd have to lose Tezzeret if they made another artifact dude something. So maybe waiting 1 more turn makes more sense. I really want to attack at the Wrecker because I can get it back next turn if I modify a creature plus get in with Unforgiving one. All right, I'm gonna get in with Wrecker actually. Like, this trade obviously doesn't seem like the best, but since Unforgiving one technically can get it back next turn with Emergence, as long as I'm reading everything correctly, I think this is good. I mean, if they deal with Unforgiving one, obviously I can't, but I think it's worth trying here. I mean, I can also do it with the Preserver, which might even make more sense, but now I feel like it makes way more sense to do Emergence here. Oh, cool. We get to attack too. Okay, so they gotta have something here. Sure, that makes sense. Well, I like that Tezzeret's taken care of. We have 2 modified creatures, so our Unforgiving one can get our other Unforgiving one back at some point. Specialist is a good one. Goshen Tide is pretty good too. So can't do the Prancer. Guess we just get in. So I can exile the Apprentice. It's not bad. But then I lose a modified creature, which I might want here. Especially since, like, I can cast Unforgiving one and get back my Unforgiving one by using Preserver. It kind of makes it a decent argument to just exile the Apprentice then. Because then I can play Unforgiving one and still use Preserver to buff my Wrecker. And they don't get any value from Apprentice because now it leaves the battlefield as dies. You know what? I'm going to do it. We'll just take care of that. And then I'll do the Unforgiving one and set up for Preserver next turn. I remember that I could cast that too. That's even better. Uh-oh. Well, still potentially can get them back, which is quite nice. I don't have anything currently I can get back. And I only have 1 modified creature now. But can at least get in with these 2. Uh-oh. Well, yeah, it's a tough one. I think we're dying to some Mindlink mechs here. I think it only cruise for 1 too, which is pretty amazing. I guess it makes most sense to sandbag it to make it seem like we have something. All right, we'll see you for the next one. Okay, well, I think I'm going to keep this. Decent argument to not, but this actually allows us to play Malicious Malfunction just in case they, you know, we don't have green mana here, which is obviously an issue, but this allows us to, the Memory of Toshiro allows us to cast Malicious Malfunction, so that's kind of nice. No real rush to cast this, particularly if they play an X1. Okay, there's our green mana, so it's a good turn to do Goshen Tai. Yeah, guess we can use it. And then next turn we can do Unforgiving One and use that too. And use Goshen Tai, the Boundless Vigor again, I mean. Sure. So, options here. Well, guess we can't really attack now, so pretty irrelevant. But next turn, I can kill the Vector Glider if they attach or whatever. So I guess that's fine. So, got some options here. Can do the Malfunction now. I kind of want to set up for it because I can with this plus this. I think we'll let him draw. Okay. So now we can go. I guess we attack first. All right, let's see for the next one. All right, well, we'll keep this. I guess we're doing, I mean, Roringer's not going to do much until we rip a creature, I guess, but I'm okay with it. All right, well, looks like a place where Malfunction could be good at some point. I guess we miss out on one Roringer trigger, but that's all right. Ooh. Oh, good. Oh, wow. That's real good. Yeah. Wow. You take that value when you get it. What do we got? Twisted Embrace, Steelbreaker. So if we do the Steelbreaker, they don't even have a target for Twisted Embrace. I like that. I mean, they get Kumano at some point, but I don't have to worry about it immediately. All right, well. Let's see if we hit an enchantment here. Oh, we did. Good. So let's do the emergence. Because it's just big threat right away. Sure. So I think we just rebuke. Yeah. All right. We'll see you for the next one. All right. Well, we can keep it. We just have a grip full of removal, but hopefully that'll do. It's a cool little mouse. It's holding like a little cherry. I mean, it's too small to be an apple, right? I like the cute little thing that's on it, too. Alright, well, I've been patient with Life of Toshiro Umezawa before, so I guess I will again. Alright. Well, I can eventually get that with a malicious malfunction, so I think we'll wait. I'm actually going to do the Grafted Growth on the green mana, because then I can do this plus this next turn, which is good. Alright, so I think we'll just be patient for now. Oh, they're missing land drops. Well, I don't know if I love that. So I got a lot of spells I got to contend with. Okay, well, good news is malfunction exiles, so we'll take what we get. Indestructible is not gonna cut it. I mean, it actually saves the samurai from being exiled, which is definitely relevant, but it doesn't. And I guess I could have played Life of Toshiro Umezawa there, but oh, this is actually the first time I've seen this card played. So it's when it dies, you can cast a creature card from among them. So okay. So they can get back. Pretty surprisingly relevant. So I guess I can just do the life here and buff my dude. That makes the most sense to me. So don't I just get to Oh, they should put it on the... Why'd they put it there? Without paying its mana cost. So do they get it, like, right away? I'm a little unsure. So, activate that, and I'll just... I think we'll just ink this now. So... Can you do it right away? Anytime you could do an instant? Like, I guess I'm going to find out the hard way because I actually don't know. So you can. At instant speed, do it, huh? Okay. I had to learn the hard way because, like I said, folks, I really didn't know. Usually it would say, like, you can do this anytime you could cast an instant or something. You can cast it anytime. I guess I was kind of expecting it to say something like that, but I wasn't sure. I wasn't expecting it to just be like, anytime, any phase, anything, you can do it. So, probably just use Rebuke now, because otherwise I feel like I'm gonna kind of fall a little bit too far behind on the race here. Oh, that was a great draw. These are all great. So I can do Skyscraper next turn, hard cast if I want, so I guess we'll do that. I'm not sure why they did this specialist. Ooh, Capitech Wrecker. Well, that's a pretty good one. So I guess I can exile the Disciple. I mean, get in with everything. They could double block the Unforgiving one. I have Season of Renewal, though, too. Something to keep in mind. Yeah, so I can get back Prancer at some point. I think we'll just smash with everything. Block. Yeah, because then I can Wrecker back my... That actually makes a lot of sense. All right, we're going to smash with everything here. Oh, that's interesting. That's not the one I was anticipating. So we'll do this. Which is fine. And then we can Wrecker. Guess we can get Life of Toshiro back. And we can exile the Disciple. So I can get back Prancer. I'm casting Skyscraper next turn, so I suppose I just do this and gain 2 life. That's cool. So we'll probably use that as a big creature, I imagine. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana, which means I think I can make a 5/5 again. I guess I can make a 6/6 now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I need to make sure. So I have 8 mana. I have 9 mana. So with 9 mana, yeah, I can make a 6/6. So we'll do it on probably a forest. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'll get in these two. Yeah, it seems fine. So Season of Renewal currently can just get back the Blossom Prancer. Not to say that's bad, it's still pretty good. But obviously I'd like to get back more, but to be honest, it probably is worth our time to just get back the Prancer and cast it. It's free value, so whatever I can get. Oh, I forgot I can get even more. I get everything. That card's amazing. Currently don't have lethal. That's not true. We've got both of these, so. Alright, we'll see you for the next one. Okay, well, it's a keep. I mean, if we have to use Tanuki to find a black mana, I guess I will. I mean, we probably do anyway, because it like ramps us into Prancer too. Generous visitor, huh? Nice. All right, we'll do the Tanuki plan. So, to be honest, I kind of have a feeling like they have a rebuke. It's just a sense. So, to keep myself safe from that, I can do a visitor and leave up exploit. So I think I'm going to do that. I have a feeling like they have a rebuke. So I'd rather do this. Okay. Well, if I had just cast, I guess it would have depended on the order that I cast in order to get hurt there. So I guess I probably still just kill the Death Toucher. I'll kill it now in case they have a pump. It also protects me 1 point of damage, which can't be bad. Alright. So, best use of mana here is the Prancer. Kind of hope we fail to find so we can gain 4 life, but hey, if we don't, it's okay too. So I can get the Death Toucher. What do I like the most? Probably the Death Toucher that exiles things. I imagine it's going to have some targets in there. All right, so I think we'll just do Wrecker plus Ninja. Sort of protect ourselves as best we can. All right, so we'll block the Kami. That's interesting. So the play here is to play Hidetsuku and sacrifice the Wrecker. Can I sacrifice any time? Yes. All right. Well, that'll do. So if they have removal for Hidetsuku, we concede, I suppose. Oh, they have Season of Renewal. Okay. That's fine. Well, we know all their cards. That's good, right? Both of those are pretty good because we modify with Preserver. Hidetsuku can be modified with Embrace. And then technically we would have enough mana. So I guess that's pretty good. So we're at 3. Guess we do the Preserver to get another body down there. Okay. Looks like it's GG's. We'll see you for the next one. All right. This is a good hand. I think I wonder if we do the Wrecker first? Because then we can... Huh. Actually... 100% on that. Oh. Jeez. Well... So that answers that question. Jeez. punishing. All right. So we'll gain some life here. And we'll go land, and I guess we just do Goshen Tai and start getting value on that. Because, like, yes, we could Grafted Growth and potentially attack with Harmonious Emergence next turn, which is actually kind of nice, but I want to get full value on my Grafted Growth. It's kind of cool here is I don't think it's necessarily a great play, but oh, well, I guess I can't anymore. It's okay. We'll get that back. We can do the Grafted Growth now. I think it's fine, actually. See, they usually... I was going to say, I usually move the position there when I do that, but this is... Move the position of my lands, I mean, but... This looks pretty good, I guess. So I don't want to do exploit in case they have something in response, but we will do the emergence here. I think it's okay. So they could have like intervention, I guess, or rare dragon that makes something indestructible. Wandering Emperor is pretty good too. So I can't exile my 4/5. So okay, I think we're still okay. They buff there. But, so I go Wrecker, and then I have two modified creatures. I wish it kind of listed how many you had. That'd be nice. But we'll do the Wrecker. I'm pretty sure it means I would have two modified creatures though, so it doesn't really matter. I can hold off on that until I do this if I want, or I probably don't want to do that. I might just use Roaring Earth as like a creature. That probably makes more sense. So I'm going to try and kill the Glider here because I do think I have, yeah. So that worked. We'll do Jungle Hollow, which is fine. And then at least I can do Roaring Earth to attack Emperor next turn as a 3/3. Might not be good enough. Hmm. Five open mana, 3 cards in hand. Well, I don't want to lose another land necessarily either. So maybe we just rebuke now. To think about this. I mean, I kind of want Roaring Earth to be bigger later. Let's just get in on Emperor. I mean, I think they have something. I'm pretty confident they do. I just... Okay. So, green, and green, this. Oh, no, not that one. And we want to do it on a forest, actually. So we do this, plus green here, this. So then can only make a 3/3, is that right? 5 mana? 2, can I not math? 1, 2, 3. Can I only make a 3/3? With the extra land draws, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I guess I can. Okay. Well, not thrilled about it, but I suppose we do what we gotta do. Yeah, I have a couple surprisingly modified creatures. And I can get Goshen tie back. It's kind of cool. Not bad. The vigilance might get us here, though. So... yeah. So the problem really is, well, if I take it, they draw. I feel like I have to take it. I feel like I don't have to take it, but I feel like I probably should take it, because if I draw a removal spell, at least I might be able to get in with Unforgiving One to get back a creature. Whereas if I just chump, I kind of lose that avenue. I mean, it's a difficult spot, obviously, but... All right, well, I mean, I can blow up a Planeswalker. I don't think that's... I don't think that's going to do it anymore, because we're going to lose to Portrait, so... kind of feel like, I guess at this point I guess we ink the Portrait. I mean, I can't afford to kill Wandering Emperor and then take, you know... I mean... I was going to say, should I chump and then kill Wandering Emperor? I mean, either way, Wandering Emperor is a pretty big deal. But to be honest, I think my best outs are probably this plus ink on the Portrait. mean, I could get this countered, but... Oh, I guess I waited till blocker step accidentally. Whoopsie. Well, that was my mistake. I guess I didn't realize it was on blocker step. I waited too long. Alright, well, ended up going 5-3. It's pretty good. Yeah. Deck did great. I don't think I could have won that one even if I had done it correctly there. Especially if I was just drawing a land. So, but still, obviously, try to improve on your mistakes. All right. Pack one, pick one. Slash versus Surge. I guess Slash, you gotta go with Slash. Upside's too high, it deals with too many things. Alright, back one, pick one here. I mean, upside of Norica being a monocolor card that is pretty awesome. Getting back enchantments, I mean, it's like free value. Gloomshrieker's obviously good too. I haven't played Gloomshrieker in a while. Alright, back one, pick one here. I guess Fall of Lord Conda. I mean, I like that it deals with really unpleasant things to go up against in the format, but there's also matches where it kind of doesn't do anything. All right, pack one, pick one here. I love that Oni Cult Anvil. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else. I guess you could argue the Silencer, which is a weird card, but I really like the Anvil a lot. I take it, even though it's a gold card. It's a fun archetype. Try and find fun where you can. Kami's Flare here is a pretty easy pick. Great card. All right, thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.